Hello neighbor, this is Curt with eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Westin Soft Fold-Up Tonneau cover. So a tonneau cover is really a great way to keep the items in your truck bed safe from the elements particularly. This is going to be a great way to keep all those items dry, whether it's, some lumber or something like that you're taking, whatever it might be. If it's going to be something where you have some valuable items in here, tools and whatnot, I would actually recommend a hard tonneau cover because they're a lot harder to kind of break into. This is kind of a leather grain vinyl that we have up here, and we do have a frame under it to support it. However, in between that frame, it'd be pretty easy for somebody to take a knife or a razor blade and slash this open and get something more valuable like tools and things like that. But if you're not keeping items like that in your truck bed, and it's mostly just, stuff like I had mentioned, some like maybe not exactly too valuable items, a couple bags of mulch, maybe you got some lumber or some firewood in here, something like that. The main thing that you're trying to do is keep items in your truck bed dry. And that's where a tonneau cover like this is going to come in really, really handy. And while it is a soft cover, the frame of it is going to keep the cover really, really taut. And it's bowed up here in the center as well to give it a high mark. And what that's going to do is it's just going to not allow any water or snow melt or anything like that to pool in the middle of your tonneau cover and sag it and therefore, risk breaking it or anything like that. It's going to run off of every side and just run off of the side of the vehicle really, really easily. And as we open up our tailgate here, we'll be able to see the latch system that is involved. Now, there is no pull cord to where you're going to be able to open this from the center with one hand. You are going to have to go to the driver and the passenger side in order to engage our latches here. And the way these are going to work is there's a little trigger here on the front of it. So you could just grab that, pull it in, and what that's going to do is release this little latch here that's up underneath the lip of our rail. We're going to turn that inward, drop it back down, and then it's going to store in place just like so. You definitely want to make sure that you get it secured up here because when you fold this all the way open, this section is going to fold up under the front section behind the cab, and you just don't want to risk any of that bolt puncturing your cover. So as we open our tonneau cover, we'll see in here that we've got a bulb seal that's going to go all the way up and down both of our rails. And what that's going to do is compress when it's closed. It's going to do an excellent job of keeping that water out and also, not leaving any gaps for any wind to get in underneath it and risk lifting it up off of your rails. It's just going to keep everything sealed up really, really nicely. But as we open it just like this, we can get access to a third of our bed, but we never want to drive with it into this position because nothing is securing it. We're going to open up our next panel, and from here, we're going to find some attachments up here behind the cab, and we're going to have some security straps that we're just going to click into place and latch in, and that's going to keep this portion secure, so we are going to be able to access and have open 2/3 of our bed as we're driving down the road. Now, something really important to note about this tonneau cover, what really kind of separates it from all others, is that there are no rails for this to attach to. There's no rail attachments that clamp on for this to run on. This entire tonneau cover system consists of nothing but the frame and the tonneau cover itself. It's going to sit right on top of your rails, so without that frame being in there, it also makes this extremely lightweight, easy to maneuver, easy to handle. Because the intention of this is to be able to remove it from your truck and put it back on your truck with real ease. Now, if you want full access to your truck bed, that's what you'd have to do because there is no way to open this front section up against the back of the cab. Everything is held on using these two clamps here. One clamp is attached to this red safety strap, and the other is attached to a clamp that's holding this onto our frame. So between the two of those, this has a really solid hold along our rail here, and it's going to be easy to take off and put back on when we need to. And another great thing about this is that installing and uninstalling this tonneau cover can be done completely without the use of any tools at all. Everything is controlled through those knobs that are on those clamps that we just showed. And when you do remove it, Westin provides you with a storage bag so that whether you put it in your garage or shed or wherever it is, when you have your tonneau cover removed and you need to store it, it'll remain protected. And when it's time to close up your tonneau cover, all you need to do is just unfold it and walk it all the way back to the tailgate. When we get back here, we're going to go ahead and drop our latches back down, we can go ahead and engage that button, and we're able to get that up underneath the lip of our rail and clamp it down. We'll do the same thing over here on our passenger side. And once that's done on both sides, we're ready to shut our tailgate and hit the road. Now, this tonneau cover is available in all sorts of different fits depending on the truck and the bed length. So make sure that you use our fit guide on our website in order to determine the proper year, make, and model tonneau cover for your vehicle. So that's an overview of the Westin Soft Fold-Up Tonneau cover. And if after watching this video you decide that this is the tonneau cover for you and your truck, after you get it and install it and are able to use it a little bit, please share with us what you think about it in the comments below. Sharing your experience with us and other neighbors just like you can help them to make the best decision for themselves. Once again, this is Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.